Welcome back to Culbreth Mini Projects. Dad called me and his New Holland TN70, it's a 70 horse tractor, has a seal leaking on the back of it. Let's go take a look at the hydraulics here. The 3-point hitch is a hydraulic mechanism, and these are the two lift arms, but for one reason or another, and this seems just like a terrible design, they've got hydraulic fluid that actually runs down here, and this is just a pivot point. It doesn't lift anything, so I don't know why that's that way. But what we're going to try to do is we're just going to take this whole arm assembly off. We're going to do one side at a time, but we got to change both of these. And there's really no videos online to this point to even know what we're doing. So we're going to explore this with you, and then you can take the good points and ignore any of our bloopers. But we're going to try to take this apart. We've got to drain the hydraulics. You can see right here, this pan, that's how much fluid has dripped since we parked it here today. So it's just running out, and we got to get this changed. But I think it's inevitable that this seal is going to let go if you own one of these tractors. So keep an eye on it. Watch for those drips. And if you're watching this video, you've probably already experienced some of those drips. So let's get started. First thing we got to do is drain those hydraulics. And this does have a drain plug. It's under here. And you know us, the safety officer, we do have the wheels chalked on this tractor just so it doesn't roll. It's on pretty level ground. Okay, give me I'm going to bring the camera in with me here. And you can see right here, what size socket is this, Dad? Inch and 1/16? I think 16. Yeah, inch and a 16th right there. That's what we got to pull off. And then this is going to hold something like 5 gallons. Now, it's been losing a lot of hydraulics, so maybe it won't be that much. But either way, we've got a 5-gallon bucket here. We've got this little pail, which is 1 gallon. So maybe I'll start with this little pail. Actually, I'll start with this drip pan. It's bigger. And then what I'll do is I'm going to try to swap out the big bucket for this. Oh, I can't see my hand here, but I'm going to swap out the big bucket for this small pan once this thing starts running. Alrighty. Well, we'll get on this guy. Shot. Ooh, there it goes. Alright, we got her broke loose. Man, this is going to be a party. Let me see if I can get my hand in over this bucket. I think I can, but it's not going to be super kind to the camera. So I'm going to back this off now. There it goes. Yeah, not too bad. We're just pulling the dipstick on the top, hoping that a little air getting in there, it'll help it drain a little bit easier. I'm getting close. Come in from the driver's side. Yeah. Okay. Woo-hoo-hoo. I'm going to say that's more than 5 gallons. Yeah. Kind of satisfying, isn't it? I'll tell you, when my brother would change oil on cars when we were kids on the same concrete floor, boy, he would get that down his arm, his elbow, in his underwear. It's bringing back great memories. Did you wash this sock? No. I better not get athlete's hand. So it's moments like these, everybody, that you just got to lay your head back and like enjoy the break, because I'm going to be under this tractor in miserable positions, twisted all different ways. And now's not the time to burn up all your like neck juices before we get into this. Okay, Dad's going to take this caution sign off, give us a little bit more space. He's also going to pull this pin out, and just because this hitch pin right here, this will give us a little bit more space. I think I'll even try to loosen this, take this out. It's just one less thing to hit you in the head when you're crawling around under here. Watch your head. And then we'll pull that cotter key, or are you going to leave that in? Good. That's that. And I would just call this a little keeper. So we'll take this bolt out. And then we've got that. And I'll go ahead and just put this back in so we know where these parts go when we're done. So that guy set here. And then, oh, the bucket, yes, parts bucket. And that comes off. Right in your hand. Oh, yeah, I got it. Okay, here we go. The pliers? Yeah, let me see. I was doing so good. Yeah, thanks. Nice. Now 19 millimeter on these two nuts right here, or bolts. Yeah, it's pretty close. Oh, that was real easy. It was so easy. All right, to get in here. Oh yeah. Okay. Yep, those came off. And those were 19 millimeter. All right, there's one. Yeah. Just rotate it? Yes. Okay. Oh, here it goes. I can see it. Yeah. And then you try against it here? Oh, from the bottom? Okay, I'm following you now. No. Try against it here? Is that what you're saying? No. Behind it and hit that ear. Oh, from the bottom? Yeah. Okay, I'm following you now. I want to clean the shaft off so it doesn't punch. Yeah. Maybe a little bit more if I can. That looks like, actually, that's seated now against it. It's probably like, how did you do that? Jeez. You can spray it? Oh, there you go. Have you already been working on that? You been spraying it? No. Okay. That's just from the oils that have been leaking. Okay. That looks like, actually, that's seated now against it, which is probably how they. How did you know to do that? Like a genius. You gonna spray it? Oh. There you go. Have you already been working this, Dad? Have you been spraying it? No. No. Okay. That's just from the oils that have been leaking. Okay. Next step is we've got that thing rotated, which I would have never thought of. Glad Dad's here. Now that it's rotated, I can actually get a little bite on it to actually hit it from the rear. You said wipe this off first? Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's pretty smooth. We'll wipe that off. It's moving. Why'd you stop, Nicole? I don't know. Okay. Well, take a look. We got to call the hazmat team. When I knocked this thing out, there was plenty of oil in there. You want to get some oil dry before it hits that gravel depth? So we'll get some oil dry on this thing. Name it up. Wow. Yeah, that was exciting. You guys just missed it. As the resident family hammerer, I'm built for this job. Yeah, I might have to tap it a little bit.
Oh, it's so green. I see it.
There it goes.
This seal is as hard as can be. Not pliable. It's like a rock.
But yeah, there's a little ledge. There's a seal right in there. And it is. That doesn't feel rubbery at all. And it's made out of rubber?
And the snap ring holds it all together.
Okay. It's up inside here. It's kind of hard to see. But it's up in there. Okay.
Here it is. Everybody wants to go after that opening. The opening.
Yeah.
You want to go over here and pry it out.
Oh, really? So what you're saying is if the C-clip's sitting in there like that, you don't go after the opening of the C-clip. You're going after that side.
Here and pry that around and walk it over.
And take it to the opening. Okay. So we got to find the opening. Okay. And then so we want to start on the opposite side of that opening.
See it?
Yeah.
Do you want a hook? I don't want to reach it.
Okay, so the technique we used was we actually tapped a very narrow or narrowest screwdriver down at a steep angle, and that popped in this what do they call this thing? A snap ring.
C-clip.
C-clip. That pressed it in, and then I was able to put this little tool in here, just twist it underneath, and then pull up, and it popped right out. Not easy though, and it took
4 hands.
4 hands.
And this is not easy to clamp because it's on an angle.
Put here.
We got to drive the bushing out.
Oh, the bushing. Okay. So you need something the same diameter then? Is that what you're doing? Like a socket?
I think we're going to have to finesse it. The bearing bushing.
This is what we're dealing with, is
Bushing.
this bushing, okay? And it's inside of this, so we need to hammer that thing out of there. Now, it's actually, I'm not going to catch much of the outside of this bushing looking at the size. I'm really going to just be catching the inside ring. But to push equally, we're going to try to push on this. So it might need to go with a diameter inside of that.
Fit in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll have to go a little bit smaller, but we're going to try to find one the diameter of the inside of this ring. There you go. You got deep wells? Let me start easy. She's coming down. At least something's happening. There it is. Right to you. Got it? Did it do what we wanted?
Well, it's a spring from the seal. The seal's still in there.
Yeah, the seal is here. I can see it.
So that was a 13/16 snap-on. Reach drive. Put in there.
Yeah, and
We
I
can knock that down with a hammer or a screwdriver. That should come out of there easy. Well, you got to get the housing.
there. Let me go on my side.
Too deep. The middle out.
Oh, there's more in there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
There's a housing.
okay. So this ain't. Yeah, I can see it better now. I can at least get on it. Well, by golly, yeah. You can see right there, that little ledge that I'm hitting. I got to knock that out now.
Sorry, can you rotate it for me?
Okay. Yeah. I think we're going to have to finesse this one, aren't we?
Mm-hmm. You're not going to gouge the housing.
Try not to what?
Gouge the housing.
Oh, okay. It's moving?
I think so.
Okay. So the outside seal was wedged way up in there, and The only way we needed to know to do this was we actually came inside and we actually tapped on it on the edges, bent it down, and then when we flipped it over inside there, we were able to catch it with our screwdriver and press it down through. So it popped out pretty decent. It wasn't seized up like I was afraid of.
This looks at shaft lock. It gets worn and it takes the seal out.
Mm-hmm. Back over here at the tractor, there is an O-ring right here on that seal. So I'm just taking that off. They gave us a new one with the kit, so we'll get that off and we'll clean this up real good. You can see all that gunk in there on the edge. Pretty smooth except for the little bit of gunk. So clear that thing up. We are taking this seal, which we've already got it inside this housing, and we are pressing it down. We're just using a socket right now. And we're just tapping it down real gently with a socket. That's step one. And as I'm hitting this socket, I'm feeling if I can feel like you can tell if it's grabbing one side or the other. So I'm not actually hitting in a circular motion, but I am hitting the higher point of this socket as I guide it down. Like I felt that and it turned a little bit on me. I know this is my high side. So I'm going to stay with that. Okay. Now that noise just changed and it makes me feel like that thing's seated pretty good. Yeah, so we'll just take a look. Yeah, we got her seated. Okay.
Next is the bushing.
Okay, get your bushing. And should we just use the bushing driver? Hey, does anybody know they make a bushing driver? I have no idea. Dad's got a whole set of them right here. Snap-on A157-1. And so how's this thing work, Dad? I know you want to get... Oh, this here? Okay, so you thread this off. And then this has all different sizes. This kit has all different sizes. That's so cool. Oh, and if you get to a certain diameter, it goes to this smaller one here. Then you just thread this on, which it's gnarled for your fingers. All right, you set that in there and see how it grabs it there. Pretty cool. It just slips right inside there, kind of guides it. That's all right. I'm pretty impressed with this. I'm going to see how it works, but I'm really excited to use it. Oh, that's nice. Oh, it just went right in. Actually, feels seated. Look at that.
Can you see the snap ring now? I need to go a little more.
A little more? Okay.
I don't see the groove. Do you see it?
No, I don't see a groove.
I might need to get a bigger socket on the outside.
Okay, I'm starting to see. I'm seeing a groove. Oh, she's going now. There it was.
Yeah, there you go. Can you move that bushing?
Yeah. There it is. That C clamp. What'd you call it? A C?
C clip.
C clip. All right. Any tricks here?
No, I don't. Shove it in there.
It just looks like this thing's gonna spring out and hit me right in the forehead. That's what it looks like. He just sits back and he just smiles. That's a warning, and I'm gonna get hurt. All right. No. Yeah, just press it in. I'm probably gonna need 2 screwdrivers. You got another wide 3-foot handle. You guys can't see it, but he is just smiling ear to ear. He knows I'm gonna get hurt. All right, it's in. That was easy. Too easy.
Can you walk it around?
Yeah. Okay, so he's saying just make sure that it's sliding. Yep, it's moving. Okay. We slide that just to make sure it's not going to pop out of its socket there.
A little grease on that new O-ring.
Okay. What kind of grease we got here? This is from 1932. The Super Lube. Luber plate. Prevents wear, corrosion. I'm just looking. Made in the USA. Fisk Brothers. Yeah. Well, 1870. I was way off.
Get it, Groot. Ooh,
Yeah.
put it all the way down. Make sure it's close. All right.
Are you wiping the tractor off? Okay. Somebody needs to. How did I get this job? Blech. Oh, this stuff looks. You know what? Write in the comments what this reminds you of. I'm thinking cat diarrhea or White Castle mustard. I just want to try it. Yeah. Oh, it's making like little fart noises too. Outstanding. Outstanding. I don't know. Maybe all I had to do is grease this, but I'm just putting it everywhere until somebody tells me not to. That's what Dad gets for leaving us unsupervised here. Dad's in here. He just dipped his finger in some of that oil, and he's just putting some back on the shaft. We wiped it off to get it nice and clean, and now we're just lubing it back up. Okay, it's all rebuilt. We're ready to put it on. I think what I might do is just wipe a little bit of that grease on this O-ring on this side. All right, looks good. Put a little bit there. That's important for peak performance. All right, so what happens, let this go free real fast, Dad. So what happens when I push on this is it just pushes that bar on the other side out. So it kind of takes two to make this happen. So Dad's going to put his sledgehammer on the back side, and then I'm going to tap this thing with my hammer on this side and try to get her started. The key is try. Yep. This is a nice spot for that light, but I can't get in there. There it goes. Okay. Now it's at least running, and I'm able to press it with my hand. So now I'm tapping into the frame of the tractor here. I'm going just as easy as I can and even. Get the bolt started here. I might be able to start those bolts. Stay in that little. All right, so I've got the bolts are started on this thing now. Now I'm going to continue to tap it, but I'm going to have to tap top and bottom now. Good. So we are nice and tight now, nice and snug. That was a good idea. I like that, Dad. Just have your bolts started, thread them things on, and then that guides you right in place so you're not trying to twist it later. Perfect. Messed with what I can nail to or what I can hammer on, but we got it. So you had me do the left side so I could swing with my left hand, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for that.
Maybe you could do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like to sit down?
Yeah. And now we get back, and it's a 19 millimeter to put this back on. Again, we want to tighten these evenly, so I'll do these by hand, just get them going. There's one. There's two. And we'll just work back and forth here. I'm giving them each just a little, about a quarter turn each, something like that. You can feel it starting to seat up pretty good here. I don't know what the torque is on this, but I went pretty tight. and I don't know if that's about a 10-inch long wrench, so I pushed pretty hard on it. You got to brake clean. Okay. You don't even let the dog in the house. You keep the brake clean in the house. I didn't know that. That's a new move.
You want me to wipe that off? Is it?
Not bothering me.
Hey, so this got to go in there too.
Okay. So this goes in first. The sway bar. And then we put this guy on. Boom. Now there was a bushing. Here's that bushing. All right, there is a flat spot right here. So I'm just going to set that bushing right there. It takes up that space. There we go. Put this collar on, and then we have to line this hole up with the hole that's in this pin. Or what do you call that? What is this rod here? Not really an axle. I don't know what you call that thing. But anyways, this through rod. And we're going to put this on. And this is where we were back to that 17 millimeter. The wrench says 17.
Oh, yeah.
So these are about the same, but I got a 17 millimeter and 11/16 socket. Oh yeah, plenty. That's a little lock nuts. Right about there, good?
Yeah, we can move it.
Yeah.
I can put this on later.
Yeah, but we're here. That's weird. And my too. But apparently, I could see that if you run these. Are you looking at this? No. Okay. If you run these washers this way, it allows this to float up and down about just the distance here. So whatever that is, I'm going to say it's going to go up and what movement does that give me? Probably 1.5 inches. So 1.5 inches now out there at your implement, when that's going up and down, you know, if it's 1.5 inches here, let's say it's 4 feet out there, it can be a significant movement. But anyways, he doesn't want it floating. He wants it stationary, so it's going to stay rigid. So we just turn that washer that direction. And then we put this on. And is that just a spring-loaded cotter key? Is that how that's made? Okay. I didn't know if it needed to, be bent all the way back. All right, so that gets us on one side. We're going to hit this other side. Okay, we've got this housing. We've taken, where's that piece at, Dad? That
I'm looking for it. Here it is. It's the first one.
Yeah, but it's this here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here's the bushing. We knocked that bushing out pretty easy. Now what's left is this gasket and then a thin piece of metal that looks like this around the perimeter of it. Okay, so the gasket came out real easy, but that thin piece of metal is not coming out. Now there is a tiny ledge on it that we found, and we're just using a round punch so we don't mar the inside. And it's actually, let me get a light so you can see this a little better. That ledge right there is what we're trying to tap. So I'm going to tap that with my hammer here. That light's not helping me, Dad. I mean, it's just not helping me. It's just blinding me. There we go. All right. And I'm just catching that little ledge. I'm going to walk this. There it goes. There it goes. So here's what that looks like. And there is not much to grab. There's a tiny little ledge inside there that you're trying to grab and hit. And it's just enough to pop it out. So now Dad's going to go over there and he's going to spray that out with some brake cleaner, get it nice and clean. We'll put the new bushing and seals in, and then we can get it back in the tractor.
Get these last couple pieces on here.
How far do you open them?
Just enough so it can't fall out.
Okay. That's pretty open.
Yeah, it'll break me when you can put that hitch in for me.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Push that down, push that little flap down. This dude goes right here to keep it from twisting on you. Okay.
Alrighty. Well, thanks for watching today. Please remember to like, subscribe, and hit those notifications so you can see more of our videos. And we'll catch you next time.